awareness, breast cancer awareness. Twist on News. We want to thank all of our participants that have helped us out with the show and continue to help us out. Well, I'm going to be your host this afternoon. Your co-host is Marbuck, and you know how Marbuck love an entrance. She just want to like arrive at her time. She want to like do things her way. And what we're going to do, we want to also acknowledge that this month is breast cancer awareness, and we want people, women and men, to make sure that you check yourself, make sure that you understand what's going on, and have monthly checks. You know, make sure that you're checking your breast properly and everything like that. And we're gonna go on with what's some of the pressing news that's been going on out here in New Iberia, Lafayette, Southwest Louisiana. As you do know that we're asking everybody for October the 30th, October the 30th to October the 30th and October the 31st. We want you to please do the best that you can to attend in New Iberia at 9 o'clock a.m. Please attend in New Iberia at 9 o'clock a.m. at the Iberia Parish Courthouse. That's 300 Iberia Street, and it's on behalf of the Honorable Judge Laurie Landry. She has 20 recusal motions against her with Judge Thibodeau, and we just know that being that we elected Judge Landry and she's not appointed, she's not selected, that we have to go ahead and not so much as fight, but we have to continue to be diligent when it comes down to knowing what's going on in our parish, in our district attorney office. You do know that no, this is a violation against our constitutional rights. You know, the people elected her as the judge. The people elected her as the judge, and it's no way that because there are discrepancies within the 16 JDC that you should go ahead and remove her because y'all not getting along properly. The district attorney is not having evidence the way that it should have evidence, and it's just a overwhelming experience when you have people that they're putting their life on the line, and you need to be able to support our elected official. Now that's October the 30th and October the 31st. That's Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. And if you can't make it on both days, which I know some of us can't, just have a friend, a cousin, a relative. Just have somebody there so that we could go ahead and participate. Also, Mayor Melinda Sylvester in St. Martinville, we're gonna that November the 4th. Let me write it down. November the 4th. We're asking people to be there at the council meeting. Please try to arrive there ample time. And it started at 5:30. I mean, it started at 6 o'clock, but we're asking people to try to arrive there at 5:30, at least 5:30. And the constituents in St. Martinville, to try to give the mayor more power, we're going to be passing out a petition for the Larceny Act. We're going to pass out a petition for the Larceny Act. And I met with Mr. Nary Smith, who wrote a book, The Messy Truth in St. Martinville, who wrote a book, The Messy Truth in St. Martinville. Now, he has been a public servant for over 33 years, to be exact, and it's a good read, it's a nice read, and people need to go ahead and get this book so that when we at the table fully dressed. We at the table, we're discussing things and trying to let people understand that you don't have no more power than I give you. And just because you are in certain positions and you think that this is automatically your birthright, then a lot of times it's not. A lot of times it's not. So this is a book, The Messy Truth in St. Martinville, written by Nara Smith, and it's a good read. It's an easy read, and it's just to give you something of what else is going on in St. Martinville, Louisiana. Now, I'm waiting on the one and only so that we could go ahead back and forth with our discussion. However, we want to also make sure that we give credence to one of the representatives, and that was Representative Elijah Cummings. We want to give credence to him. And the phone line is open at 337-366-8951. 337-366-8951. You could give us a call, and we'll just talk until our spectacular guest arrived. She should be arriving anytime now. Let's just go ahead and also we need to stress the importance of early voting, the importance of voting in this coming election, again, which is going to be November the 16th. You've got to get out and vote. You've got to get out and vote. And to the convicted felons, you all have been given another plate where you can vote, and you need to vote. We have over 60-something thousand convicted felons in the state of Louisiana that are qualified to vote. You need to get in touch with someone, or I can't think of Consuela telephone number by heart, but Consuela Gaines, God dog it, and Consuela Gaines is with Vote. You have Kelly Garrett, she's with Vote, and you could easily look them up. You could easily find them in the different news media and everything. They are taking care of people right to vote. Convicted felons are able to vote, and we want, if you have problems like going to the Register of Voters office, we will help you out. I don't know Consuela number by heart, but I'm gonna pull it up and give you Consuela Gaines' telephone number of Vote, and Kelly Garrett. And the reason why we need convicted felons to vote is because that right was taken from them, and if they served their time, they paid their debt to society, then you automatically know that that they have the right to start voting. And we need this because this governor race that's coming on, this is going to be a crucial governor's race and everything. And I just know that it's essential. I mean, we all know somebody that knows somebody, or maybe we have someone in our family that should be voting and everything. And that's what we have to pay attention to, is making sure that you.
Rah!
Oh Lord,
hey y'all, what's up?
How you doing? Yes, you sure did.
I tried to.
Oh, okay. Well,
up?
yes. Well, let me go ahead back with the introduction of the show. I'm gonna be your host this afternoon. Mark Buck is your co-host, and we're doing like a twist on news. Twist on news is that news with a flair. As you could see, we are very colorful and everything, and some of us are more colorful than others. And so we just want to.
She taught me that.
Yeah.
From small.
Yeah. Express your colors. Express your colors.
Because when I'm in black, I feel bad. I'm serious. Like I got on black. It always tell.
It always
that I'm feeling a certain way.
Yes. So tell us a little something about your day, Marbuck.
Oh my goodness. We left the card behind.
Okay. And the card would be
to put gas.
Okay.
So we had to make a phone call.
Oh my!
Let's roll.
Yeah.
But my day was beautiful, except that I forgot that I had business today.
You had forgot?
Yes, because now I'm the second and fourth Wednesday with Mr. Kevin.
Yes,
so
you should.
I don't be thinking about the Saturday.
Yes.
And then Joy's asking me, looking at me last night with all them children, and he asking me this morning, "You getting ready?" I said, "For what?"
Right.
He said, "Well, you're on TV today." I said, "No, baby."
Yes.
He said your other show.
Your other
Khadijah's
show.
show. I said,
The
oh
twin-
Lord, I start calling everybody. Oh, y'all don't mean no hard feelings, but please come get y'all children.
Right.
Yeah. But my day, I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is raise my hand and say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for saving me and for not hearing no bad news in the middle of the night with my children and stuff. And I woke up with all those babies, and that's a blessing to see them happy and running around. And except them children, I couldn't breathe.
You couldn't breathe.
Girl, them children had been playing hide and go seek.
Oh.
Then they all wanted to go outside. I
Yeah.
think somebody said, I want to go outside. I started putting them outside. They was like, no, that's okay. Except one of them.
Except one of them.
He said, I'll go.
Okay, here go. Well, yes, indeed. And we do have some different clips that our director's supposed to be pulling up and everything. And I know one thing that we mentioned earlier, Marbuck, is about October the 30th and October the 31st. In New Iberia, we're asking people to come out and support Judge Laurie Landry. Maybe we could have a picture of Judge Laurie Landry, and the picture of Judge Laurie Landry, and of course the picture with you have Robbie Vines, Bo Dewey. I don't think we have a picture of Phil Haney, but I was just wondering. So evidently we can't pull those pictures up, but we was
I think they're pulling them up now.
yeah, we was asking people to come out to the courthouse October the 30th and 31st at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
In the morning, right?
In the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. That's that
Yeah, they say y'all been
Wednesday.
having a big turnout with that, like, oh, girl, like they voted her in. That's what they were saying. Like, just like how they voted her in is how people turning out.
Well, yes.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah,
you
which
know?
is a good thing, and
Yeah.
you need that because she wasn't selected or appointed. You know.
Yeah, we put her there.
Right. Her authorities is being taken away from her, and you know the 16 JDC has been one of the most corrupt system in existence. 16 JDC, a lot of those different district attorney office and stuff. They do a lot of things that's undercover and everything. And if the FBI would investigate, they would be able to
Boy, you would have some people
find-
in some trouble. Huh?
Yes, indeed. But
Girl, I missed Twist on News.
yeah.
I was like, I gotta go.
Right.
I gotta go because I missed this. You see, because it's like with Joe, when we do our show, Joe be like, Mom, let's get it over with and tell these people this stuff and we finish.
Yes.
Because I gotta go watch my game or I gotta go watch the wrestling or something.
Right.
We got a show to do.
Yeah, we got a show to do.
But I thought they was putting our pictures up in the control room.
yes, well, that's what we was asking for, and evidently they can't. Evidently they haven't been able to find it. But in order to put up some of the pictures that we have, well, you do know that Elijah Cummings he wound up
my
dying, and we
goodness.
had a picture of him. I'm not sure.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because that, he stood for us, for the people.
Yes.
And that matters.
Right, and so the picture should be coming up so that you actually know who Mr. Cummings was, and evidently, okay,
There you go.
Okay, yes, that's Elijah Cummings. He's from Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore,
Maryland, and he died at the age of 72. And if you know, he was a fighter. You know, he spoke for the betterment of his community. We're doing the best he can, and he was very expressive. You know, he done something like you really
Very opinionated.
Okay.
Because that's how I am. If I feel like I'm right, I'm going to speak my mind. Don't let me know I'm right. I'm
Right.
really going to speak it like, okay. And that's what I loved about that man. Just like Judge Judy, they say things about Judge Judy and Dr. Phil, but I just really love them.
Right.
Because they really speak their mind and they speak the truth. They have facts. And when it's factual,
Yes.
you can't do nothing about it but accept it and do something about it. That's it. Change.
Yeah, definitely change. And I don't know if we have the picture of Judge Landry and everything. Well, okay, that's Judge Landry right there. That's
Yeah,
Laurie
that's
Landry.
her.
She's out of New Iberia, Louisiana. Has been elected to the bench for some 3 terms. And when I say elected
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying,
bench,
elected.
Right. She wasn't appointed. She wasn't selected. And it being that she's been having cases that is not accurate, the 16 JDC have a history of covering up facts. They don't bring facts to the table. And what we're asking this coming Wednesday and Thursday, the 30th and
Wednesday
the 31st.
and Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, she's going before Judge Thibodeau with 20 recusal motions. Wednesday, she's going before Judge Thibodeau. And from that, we're going to go ahead and check to see. I see the phone is ringing.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it yours?
our phone, not my phone. Somebody's saying hello.
Caller? Okay. Yeah, caller, you have a question or comment? Yes. Hello?
Whatever this is, it seems to be on my. It sounds like it's on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're calling.
But why? Who would be calling me on my phone?
Okay.
I mean, who would I? Hello?
Okay. So, well,
They say somehow.
you're on. You have a question or a comment? Okay. Well, we'll evidently that caller might call back. We're not exactly sure.
Girl, why does it sound like this is coming from my phone?
The
Sounds
telephone.
like one of my children.
The telephone number here is, and we just got through from having the telephone number is
337-366-8951, extension 2.
337-366-8951, extension 2. So, and as you see, that is the Honorable Judge Laurie
Yeah, the
Landry.
beautiful Laurie Landry.
Yes, and so we're asking people to participate. Remember, this is not about Judge Landry. This is about the people. We, the people,
Who
voted her
elected
in.
her. That's right. So we can make sure that they understand that we put her there for a reason. The many people that went to fight for her put her there for a reason. And I think that's just so unfair. This has been going on too many years. And you know what I want to tell you I'm so proud of? Mm-hmm. I've been just like watching different things. And I know it's got a lot of stuff going on with these babies. Y'all pray for these people that's just letting these babies get killed and selling them and doing everything to them and all this sex trafficking and organ stealing and all that stuff. But I must say that it is a blessing to see so many women as yourself. Mm-hmm. And Rashandra and what's her name? Consuela. See y'all fight so hard. Consuela Gaines, that's her name?
Yes.
I see her on TV every day with that. This.
Right. Okay, my book.
That's not my phone. Because could it be this?
No,
It's something. Why would it be? I have that off.
Yeah.
Okay, all about
Well,
that.
yes.
But this is what I'm proud of because y'all fighting. We can take back our land as women.
we can take
We
it
can
back.
take it back in the right way, and I feel we have to.
Right.
Because, I mean, they're killing our babies.
Oh yeah.
They raping our babies. Women beating the babies. Did you see what happened? That is my phone. Did you see what happened to the young girl?
Yes, I seen what happened
With
to
how
her.
that guy, her father whipped her, and people saying that was just a whipping?
Well, okay, well, I know we were raised, a lot of us as young kids, we were.
Yeah, we were raised, we wasn't beat.
Well, I know we were beaten. We wasn't raised on my side of the family.
My mama whipped us, but she didn't beat us like that and curse us like that and talk to us like that. She didn't let no man do that to us.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I better go do a CC and a change subject like right now.
No, say it.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Girl, I can't see no man hitting on my child like that.
Right.
Or talking to my daughter like that.
Yes.
No, because him screwing me, he would be talking to me like if he had a problem with me.
Well,
in a hateful way. So
okay.
I can't let you do that to my daughter.
Right. My buck, I don't know, I thought I had gave Jay the video when you had seen the little child being beaten. When you seen the child, she's 12 years old. She's still a child,
Yes.
and evidently she was involved with
A little boy.
sexually. So the
Right.
daddy, he was surprised evidently, but and he beat her. He really beat her.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
He
Sometimes
violated her twice. You beat her because the young man she allowed the young man to violate her body allegedly. Then you turn around and you beat her with a belt and you violate her body as her father. Who does she trust?
yes.
Other than run back to some boys and say, I'm gonna get somebody to beat my daddy.
Well, yes. And then not only that, too, my buck, in this day and age, just one sexual encounter, you could have a life-threatening disease for the rest of
That's
your
true.
life. There's really no cure for AIDS. I mean, there's
And
their
then at
medicine.
12 years old, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
at
Could
12
you
years
imagine
old, you
touching
don't-
my baby at 12 years old? And I understood his
Yeah.
frustration,
Yeah.
but not his anger.
You
I
understood
couldn't
the
accept his anger.
frustration, but not the anger.
Right.
Right. Well,
Right.
I don't know if people wanted to see that video. Where
I
would
would
they
love for him to see it.
where would they have to go?
They can go to YouTube. It's all over Facebook. You can go to YouTube too and see it. And it's it says on it, dude beats daughter because he caught her having sex. You know, once you put it in there, Google it. However you do it, it's gonna come up. And I it's on my page, which is the Mumbuck and Joe Show and Friends, or Tanya Michael. It's on one of those pages on Facebook. But I sure would love for y'all to see that video and give your opinion on what you think of that, because yeah, they told I was behind, but my mama wouldn't have let no man talk to me like that. He asking her if she wants some D. He asking her if she's a W now, if y'all spell the words out. I mean, he took her and he threw her, and I mean, swinging on her with that belt like that was one of his.
You say the dude, so that the guy that was whipping her wasn't her father?
He was her father.
Okay.
But they put it in the caption as, let me find it. It's very hurtful to see, not to see her get her behind bust, because I think this day and age, you can't whip no more like talking about.
Well, yeah, and then this.
All you can do is try to talk.
Right,
You put your hands on them, you're hurting them.
Right. Well, it all depends on what's your definition of hurt.
I mean, hurting in the sense of them children acting like that.
Right.
Like we killing them.
There's some of the most disrespectful
Yes.
young men and women in existence today. And by them being so disrespectful, Shaheed,
His phone connected to this or something.
your phone is on.
This. I'm gonna turn it off for a second. All right, there we go.
Okay.
Crazy.
But
yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Well,
trying to find a
you have some of the most disrespectful young people in existence, all across the board.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
this Generation X feel like you owe them something.
Yes.
They want you to know how much you owe them.
I can't put it on. He's gonna curse.
They talk. Okay, but don't worry about putting it on. Well, it's an adult show.
Okay. I don't really want to put it on. I want to read the caption and let them go find it.
Okay, you want them to go find it. So
It says, damn, dude. Oh, it's at flyheight.com. And it says flyheight, FLYHEIGHT.com. And it says, dude beats his 12-year-old daughter after catching her having sex. So then you can see the video and have your interpretation of it, because my interpretation of it is that that's abuse. Anger and hit is abuse.
Anger and hit, discipline.
Is love.
Okay, discipline is love. So you actually wanted the daddy to you say that was the daddy. You actually wanted him to tell her to go in time out in the corner. What is it that you actually saying that would help her to understand the detriment that she's done? She's no longer a virgin. She could wind up pregnant. She could have sexually transmitted disease for life. So what type of lesson or discipline you feel, besides timeout, that you think that
This one.
Oh,
Don't you ever let nobody violate you like that. Daddy would never violate you. That boy violated you.
okay, so
And
boy
sit down and have a talk and tell her, when this is all over with, I'm going to tell your ass. But I want to tell you right now, why? But I wouldn't beat my baby like that.
Okay.
And talk to my baby like that. And ain't no man. I was glad Racy was in my live show yesterday. She popped in my live show. Ain't no man was ever going to talk to my daughter or my son like that. And that was my topic. Man, I just put some lotion on. Why my hands ashy again? It's cool out there.
that was your topic.
That was my topic. Not my daughter and nor my son.
Okay.
You're not going to beat my children like that. And tell her those type of things. No.
Well, if you had a chance to see the video and you want to make your comment on it, you could reach us at 337-366-8951, extension 2. Give us a call. We would like to hear people feedback. And from what I understand, it's been circulating quite.
Yes, it's circulating. I'm hoping that he's in jail. And the reason why I hope he's in jail is because that's his time out to realize, because you can look at, even though nowadays that don't matter, because them 7 children that got caught up in that big old house.
Oh, yes.
And them children were suffering, living in filth. So nowadays it don't matter. At one time you can tell somebody by where they keep their yard, their house. You know, you would hear your grandparents or your parents say, "You better go clean that yard because I don't carry my house like that." Things like that. So I felt like the house is nice. They were, you know, the bedroom was nice. The child was getting her behind tore up in. Nothing wrong with whipping her. It should have been on the butt in a better manner, not speaking to her like that. If that's how you raise your children, that's how you raise your children. I tried my best not to whip my children, but when I did whip, I whipped their butt.
Okay.
On their butt.
On their butt.
Yeah, on their butt. That's why they got such fine butts.
Oh, okay, all right. As you can tell, this is a live segment. This is Twist on News. I'm your guest. I'm the host. My co-host is the one and only Miss Ma Buck, who is she has the Ma Buck and Joe Show. You have so many different outlets.
That's what I wanted to tell you. That's exactly why we ain't had Twist on News in such a while. That's why you was getting ready to say one of them other shows you run.
Yeah. You're definitely right.
That's all right.
Yes, indeed. And so, you know, Felicity, one of the actress, she had paid money for her daughter to go to school. I mean, for somebody to take the SAT test on for her daughter, whereas she would have either like a really good score and everything, and she paid $15,000 for that. I don't know if we have Felicity a picture that's there. I had requested it, but what is your take when family members are trying to improve their family outcome?
In the wrong way?
That you consider that as being in the wrong way?
For her paying $15,000 for her child to do something that she didn't do, I'm not even gonna waste my $15,000 like that. But that's not the way I was raised. Right. I wasn't raised to cheat like that. I was raised, you better learn it. And I'm blessed today that I did learn it, because look, today I can sit down and do my own show without saying, Khadijah, what I'm supposed to say. When I'm on TV, you don't realize some of the things when I get in the car, I say, Joe, now you know you weren't supposed to have the ink penny in. I know Khadijah saw that. So it's the way that you were taught and the way you accept it.
Right.
If you accept being a loser, you're going to become a loser.
Yes.
If you accept being high, and like I always say, I'm going to expect high, because if I think low, I'm going to stay low.
Yes, indeed. And now, you have to remember, this was like a $1 million industry. This had been going on for quite some years, for quite some time. Whereas the parents with the money know there was a underground circuit that they could go ahead and pay off the money. Now, the only thing that I have a problem with is that it should be equal. You know, you had like this other black woman.
Let the both colors, both people get
Right.
away. Man, woman, black, white, green, whatever. Get away
Yes, this other black woman, she was given 21 years for lying on the document saying that her child was living at one residence and not at the other residence. She was a homeless woman, and I knew I did have that. Had Jade with those clip, but may not, because he had to wind up leaving.
Explain me that.
Okay, you had this black woman. She was given 21 years for lying on this document at the school. She was semi-homeless. From her being semi-homeless, she
wanted education for her child, no matter what she went through.
Right, and she lied, saying, "Well, I'm not living at this area, but I'm living at this area." And the judge gave her 21 years. She served 2 years. Now, Felicity, she was given was supposed to be like 2 weeks, I think, if anything.
Oh my Lord.
She only served like probably half of that, because they didn't let her do like the weekend. And so that's the discrepancies that we continue to have within the judicial system.
Yes. But I was just wanting him to have a timeout to think about what he did to his daughter.
You wanted him to have a timeout?
Well, he needed a timeout.
Okay.
He needed a serious timeout to sit down and think about a way to talk to his daughter and to stop beating her. That's why that was filmed.
That's why it was filmed.
Yeah, because that's not the first time. That's what I believe.
Oh, it's not the first time?
That's what I believe. I don't know. I'm saying allegedly it couldn't have been the first time, because why you videoed that? Who's videoing that?
Somebody's definitely videoing it, because they keep
the camera moved. That's right.
Within the frame, and the frame is going like from your left and right and stuff, because he caught her right here, and then.
And that's right. She ended up over to the left.
Right. Right. So evidently he knew that this was going on, and this is what. So we're back on.
I'm sorry.
The discipline with the daddy. He is the daddy, from what I understand.
I think he is. They say
And-
dude, so they don't know. It could be the
Yes, they
stepdaddy.
do.
Who knows? The way the women, the men be on each other nowadays.
Oh yeah, and timeout is just didn't work in that particular case. Timeout didn't work. Well, and we're talking as you can tell, like that flair. We still have that flair. We still trying to maneuver with different things that has been going on. Now, also we would do Crackalicious comedy, and we're trying to like bring that back, but a lot of our people in Crackalicious comedy
Falling apart.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
praying for
Oh
them.
yeah, we got to keep praying.
Bless their heart.
Yeah, Gloria had
Yes, we gotta
a
keep
couple
praying
of
for you.
surgeries.
We love you, Big Glow.
Yeah, big
lady. We love you, baby.
Yeah, and
Just don't call her too late for supper. We need to go bring her some supper.
yeah, you're right about
Just
that.
cook
You're
her
right
something,
about
go bring it
that.
to her.
So you're right about that. And this is a live segment. You could call us at 337-366-8951. Now, also we try to like bring you good information, good news, and we try to like pull the pictures up. Evidently, we're not being successful in really getting the pictures that we had up. And if so, then okay, so that's a picture, and that picture is got to be okay. That's got to be with the Scalise. That's the picture with Scalise. Scalise was one of the representatives. Remember not several years, maybe about 2 years ago, he was playing baseball and somebody had shot him in the hip. Remember, it was some kind of fundraising. Somebody shot him in the hip. Well, it's the House Representatives, the House Republicans, and what they decided to do, they decided to storm in on the building, and that was just like a dramatic effect. And they were having a hearing dealing with the impeachment of your president.
I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna do it.
So and that's what that is about. Them storming in look like Scalise, Scalise, something like that. Look like Scalise is leading the pack. I can't see.
Like some animals.
Oh yeah, like the big bad wolf.
That's right, the big bad wolf.
They are.
Girl, I
Yeah.
hate to change the subject, but did you see this stuff that is floating around Lorville?
No.
This wolf-looking thing that they killed?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh my God, you
And-
check into it. Move on.
Okay, and Scalise is from Louisiana. Metairie, to be precise. Metairie, Louisiana. That's right next to.
Oh, my goodness.
Right next to New Orleans and
Yeah.
everything. And as you can see, the bullet wounds, with all the different surgeries he had, he's doing
well,
real,
huh?
he's doing real well.
But
That-
evil have power if you let it go.
Okay. Say that again.
Evil have power if you let it go.
Okay. All right.
You
Well,
let
then-
evil sit in your heart.
Yes.
You have power with that. But it's just that it's people like you and I don't fear that evil because we know our battle is already and the shield is already we covered by
Right.
the Lord. But a lot of people don't know how to back away from people like that.
Yes.
They lead with it
Right. And
because they
not-
think they're leaders.
Right, and not only that, but you could tell that. I mean, his insurance. Right, John Bell Edwards. You could tell his insurance took care of the almost $1 million type of surgeries that he's had, and John Bell Edwards, who's the governor of Louisiana, he accepted Obamacare. He accepted it, and that helped thousands, hundreds of
Yes.
thousands of people from Louisiana. So that's why
Some people feel like it hurted them.
it can't hurt you if
I don't
it's not
understand how
taking
it hurt. That's
nothing
right. If it's not
out
taken
of your
from you, how
bank-
could it hurt you?
Out your bank
But
account.
then so many people was calling people for the cost of that, and it became a big harassment. So they started blaming Obama.
Right.
Like it was
And-
his fault because people are scamming our phones. I'm like, people
and,
crazy.
Yeah, and President Obama, he done what he could possibly do.
Yes.
Given the situation.
He spoke so well yesterday, huh?
Okay.
For the funeral.
For the funeral, yes, for Elijah Cummings.
Yes.
He spoke at Elijah Cummings'
He
funeral.
spoke truth.
Yeah, truth to power.
Yes,
yeah,
truth to
yeah,
power. Girl,
yeah,
you go,
yeah,
girl.
yeah,
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he spoke truth to power.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I had seen Clinton was over there also, former President Clinton and everything. And I know we were supposed to have a song with President Clinton, but I don't.
song?
Well, like one of the songs that would have been it's a thin line between love and hate.
It is.
He lost a lot when they discovered that Monica Lewinsky was giving him BJ's in his office, and that was just something. I know they had this comedian, and I don't want to kind of get out of the mix of thing, but they had this comedian who was one of my favorite comedians. Not Simone.
That wasn't me, girl.
Not Simone. What's her name? That played in Baby. God dog it, I can't even think of this. I can't even think of her name. But she's been whiteballed. She's not able to be into movies like she used to. Evidently, there's some kind of friction with what is that actress name? She won an Emmy for playing a mean mama on one of the Oprah. I can't think. Simone, not Simone. Is the other actress that played
we're comedians and I can't think of who
right.
you're talking about.
And she played with
because I be watching all
right,
of them.
Right, and she played with Martin Lawrence. You remember when she was Martin Lawrence's sister?
Not Gina, right?
And
Gina was the girlfriend.
She beat the piss out of
Pam
Martin
was was Martin's
right.
enemy, whatever.
I have to
squash.
And the director evidently
he must have forgot.
He not thinking about who that would be.
You know what?
But I remember her, and I really miss her. But
Morgan's sister.
Yeah, she played
Was
as Morton's
she one of the
sister.
Wayne sisters or something?
No, Marbuck. Okay.
Lord,
So now
bless
we
her heart.
yes. Now we gotta go to a sour note. Okay, this lady right up in here, this young girl, she was charged with aggravated murder,
involuntary manslaughter, endangering children.
Well, that's the
Was
young.
that on the news this morning or yesterday?
Yeah, no, that's been in the news lately. But her name is Skylar, Skylar Richardson. She gave birth, and remember, she took.
Oh, you're just showing that on the news again.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you got to see the differences. She gave birth, and she took and she buried her baby in her parents' backyard, and the judge with the sentencing, he said, "Well, I believe in my heart that you knew what you were doing and everything, and believe that she's guilty, but he just let her off." And I think she's no more than either 17 or 18 years old. So she had the baby in the backyard. She took and she put the baby in the backyard. No testing to see if the baby was alive or anything, but just having a baby is a traumatic experience,
yes.
And how you could do that
I don't know how.
without any type of
that hurts so much, who's pulling it out? Somebody had to be there.
Yeah.
Somebody was there. They're not having them babies by themselves and throwing them away.
Well, and that's her picture, and the discrepancy that we're trying to show is that the other lady right there,
the thing with gender.
Sonia Charles, she had a baby, and she put the baby I think in Generette in the
car wash. I remember that years ago. I
in the
still
car
think
wash.
about it every time I see that.
All
Still
right.
now, the car wash is not there.
Right, and
but I still think about that.
And that's who the other lady was. And what we're trying to show is that the discrepancies within the justice system is that you can actually have a baby right then and there and bury your baby, and nothing happens to you or anything like that. And this lady here, some 20 years ago, the other picture was some 20 years ago. She took and Sonia Charles, yes. She took and she had a baby, and she put it in the garbage can. I don't know.
I don't believe she did it, and that's why I cried so much when I read it. It disturbed me for a while. I don't believe that's I don't believe she killed that baby. I believe whoever the daddy is, allegedly is or was, because first of all, the baby looked white.
Well, the color is not really distinct when you're newborn.
It might be black and white, but that baby looked mighty white to me. And back in the day, you had to do what you had to do if that's what they wanted you to do. So I just feel as though I've been praying for this woman, because why I prayed for her so much? Because I don't know if she did it or not.
Right.
That's her do. That's your do if you did it. but everybody, all the women just started jumping on her.
What you mean they just
On
started
Facebook, everybody just started exploiting her.
What?
I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, hold up. Back in the day, a lot of times back in the days, the men raped them women, did what they wanted to them,
And that's all
things like that.
Right.
And then now if that is somebody's baby that was married, or back in 25 years ago, maybe they made her at a certain time watching her or whatever and stuff, and made her get rid of that baby.
But don't you believe that the traumatic experience that she has gone through her entire life,
They should leave her alone with that,
right. They just
and give her some mental health, because I know.
Right. They just found out through DNA that she's the mother of the child. Why didn't y'all find out who the daddy was?
Yeah, that's what I want to know, because the daddy is probably dead,
Or
old, white, rich, something like that, and
Because
it had better not come out.
because it shouldn't just be her arrested.
Yeah, where's the daddy? That's what I want to know. Where's the daddy?
Right. And you
Because
know-
if y'all found DNA, y'all might have found it through one of her kids or something. Allegedly, I'm saying one of her
Right.
family members somehow.
Yeah.
So it got to be one of her kids or something. Maybe went to jail when they said that.
But if you notice, particularly
25 years ago,
in
y'all,
those-
this woman that went on with her life and teaching other people and stuff.
Right.
No, I don't think so.
you notice in this climate that we're in for the last several few years and everything, it's just harsh.
Yes.
We need to try to find out exactly what Sonia Charles' bond is, and why she being charged with murder, when indeed y'all didn't do no DNA. And for the other little young girl, Skylar Richardson, she was
Told that a judge told her he feels like she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
But she got off. And I'm
She
feeling
got
as though
off.
as this. I know somebody that knows her.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I know somebody that knows her, and the person told me that can't be, because she's too nice and too sweet.
Right.
Now, this is a baby.
This is a
that's
baby.
telling me this.
A baby?
I'm saying a child.
Okay.
That's telling me this. She's too nice and blah, 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 and things like that to do something like that, and really cried about it, was broken about it.
Well, yeah. Well, my buck, it seems that DNA is definitely
DNA.
The infinity that stated that, okay, this is her,
Yes.
it is her. But at that same time, we don't know what was her mental stability that was going on.
Right.
We don't know too much of anything. And if you notice, when it come down to solving crimes in our community,
We always get the worst.
Yeah. Y'all have pull Anna out of Lurville. Where was the DNA to find out her murderer?
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah, that's
didn't.
right. We've never found that out either.
Right. And y'all got the technology.
Yes, to do it now.
Y'all got the technology.
But then you suddenly, that's what I was saying. All the things that has went on, y'all can't seem to find that. But this lady has, like I said, that baby rests her mother's soul for a reason. After 25 years.
After 25 years.
She rests her mother's soul for a reason. Miss Sonia,
yes.
you are free, darling. You
Yes.
are free. You just have to keep on praying, and whatever happened, you just have to face it.
And we don't believe that you need to go to jail.
Neither
for
me.
this.
We don't believe that.
We don't believe that. We need to find out exactly what is her bond and why
what's
she's
going
not.
on with her.
Why she
Well, I
can't
thought
be
they
released.
said she was out of jail. I
Why
read that.
Okay, why she
No,
can't?
I didn't read that. I heard
Why,
that.
why she can't be released on her own reconnaissance? Because of the simple fact
That happened 25 years ago, and y'all
right,
let the other girl
and
go.
she never committed anything
Yeah,
before that.
that's
You
right.
know, and
That's a shame.
And it's just like so many men, they continuously want to tell women what they can do with their bodies, when you don't hear women telling men, well, you
Go
can't
do something with your big stomach.
Yeah.
Things like that, Nope, we try to get a shirt to fit it.
Right. And so when you look at Hillary Clinton and her husband, one of the songs that Hillary had done was She Stood by Her Man, and that's a song that a lot of women, they don't know how to really engage in, and so how do you feel about that situation? he was a powerful man. You know, they don't even have to be powerful men. They have women that's after them left and right. I mean, you don't even have to be powerful. When I say powerful, I mean like got numbers in your bank account. Don't have numbers, and got numbers in your bank account. But you have to look at strong women that have stood the test of time. Now, my buck, they stood the test of time, and as you can see, we're wearing pink and everything because we want people to recognize is breast cancer awareness this month. You try to like wear your pink, as much of pink as you can.
Well, I was beaten.
You were beaten.
Broken jaw, black eyes, broke nose.
Okay, but wait, that's
so
not.
I'm representing.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say, but breast cancer month is
That's
different.
my mom.
Okay.
And this is me.
Okay, all right. So now you could see the difference. There are no discrepancies when it comes down to that. Now, when you look at when we go back to Felicity, and there's so many others that they're about to bring to court. She paid $15,000 to have someone either stand in place to correct her daughter SAT tests, because like the more higher tests you are, the better chances you are having at school. So now, you got to look at it both ways. I mean, you have Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz have his daughter who lost her show, so she have a segment on his show, dealing with the cooking and everything. So I'm just kind of like trying to weigh out the evidence with both cases. Nepotism is what's in a lot of these government entities, where they hire their cousin, their nephew, their daughter, their son, and everything, not even thinking about,
somebody that's qualified.
Yeah, somebody that
just because it's family. And I think that's so fair, but that's a lot. That goes on a lot in this state here. Period.
In this state here.
Yeah. Period. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, and like I said, it's a live segment. You could reach us at 337-366-8951. We would love to hear from you, extension 2. And so when you're discussing, I know we was talking about the Judge Landry. We also had pictures of, I think, Robbie Vines, Bo Dewey, Judge Camo, the three white guys together. They have been instrumental in keeping so much things going on in Iberia Parish, and this is like so much corruption. Right, so much corruption. And don't forget Robbie Vines. But then this is, Phil Haney. Don't forget him. And this is like the good old boys. The good old boy system. When people were at the courthouse, they were there as young people as well as elderly people. They were there to show their support for Judge Laurie Landry. Then you took and the next time we had to appear, you took and you moved us in a smaller courtroom.
So y'all didn't fit.
Well, yeah,
it'd be miserable and people gonna leave.
Yes, you know.
It's always a plan over us, but one of the things I love about us, sister, we're too smart to let people pull so much over us.
Yes.
And what it is that you recognize how they'll give you something and they won't give me. Mm-hmm. And I need that part that you have, but they won't even let me know that you have it. Mm-hmm. And I find out years later we could have pulled this together, but they done bought it from us.
Yes, they done bought it from us. That's right. As a matter of fact, there was a couple of times, like maybe about 30 years ago, 25 years ago, I remember challenging the clerk of court, saying that, y'all don't have a lot of people of color. The population in itself dictate that we're supposed to have this amount of percentage. And one of the girls that I helped...
And ain't that sad that it has to be like that?
Yeah, one of the girls that I helped do that, and she would get... people have came back and told me how she's a snobbish bitch.
Oh, really?
Yes, she's a snobbish bitch. And where
my
did
God.
that job go to your head? Where you
Yes.
have to be rude to your
Yes,
people.
yes,
Where did
yes,
it go
yes,
at?
yes,
But you
yes,
got
yes.
that mad dog mentality, and that's not going to continue to exist. You have to learn how to treat people
Yes,
the way
yes.
that they're supposed to be treated
Yes,
and
yes.
everything. And so we have 1 minute that's left. And Ma Buchanan, since you came in waiting for the bell to ring, won't you go ahead and close us out?
I just want to say thank y'all so very much. Stay tuned. Up next is the second part of the special show, Twist on News. And we love y'all dearly. And I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for supporting us again, because it is a pleasure to sit here with her and not her in the control room controlling stuff while me and Joe on the show.
Yes.
We love y'all.
Yes. And that's
tuned
gonna
next.
stay tuned for part 2.
Part 2.